Hi everyone, it's Coach Jim. I just wanted to record a quick video on the differences between indoor and outdoor soccer. If you've never played, or if you're a parent that is trying to get a grasp on the game, it's pretty basic, pretty simple. If you know outdoor soccer, it's very similar, except that you'll notice obviously the walls, that there's a net as well that's over the glass. But you've also got two lines that go across here. So the first thing that you'll need to know is the additional two lines that go across the field are to make it to where you just can't kick the ball from one end of the field to the other end of the field, because they want to make it similar to like hockey, that they want to make it to where somebody just doesn't camp out in front of the goal and then this person would kick the ball all the way down to them and then they score. Because in reality, there's really no offsides in indoor soccer. But what they have is that the three-line rule, meaning that you cannot kick it on a fly from over these two line or these additional lines. So if you kick it on a fly from here, it goes over the center line and it goes over this line on a fly, then that's considered like almost a three-line violation, and then that means that you've kicked it over the lines. So then they'll give it to the other team. So that's the first thing you'll notice. The walls, obviously, you can play it off the walls. They're in play. If the ball does go, and there's glass around the outside, if the ball does go up over the glass and goes out and hits the net, depending on the way that the rules are for the location, most of the time they'll say it's out, and then what they'll do is the ref will put it down. They'll give it to the goalie, or they'll put it down on one of the lines, and then they'll restart the play. But for the most part, very fast game, never really stops unless there's a penalty or something along the lines of that. The other thing you need to know is, because of that, there is subbing on the fly. What that means is that at no time you can sub at any given time, meaning substitutions. So that means that if this player is tired, while they're running up and down the field, we would just say, hey, come on out, and we put a new player in, and the game keeps going on. So that's one of the biggest things, is substitutions on the fly. The other thing is to let you know that there is also that some places play that if you get too many penalties, meaning that if you accidentally trip somebody, or something along that lines, to where they would count that as kind of a penalty. If you get so many of those, then they total up to where someone would get a free kick, or that they would get the ball. So they kind of call that so many penalties. But the other thing that you'll find is that there is something called the blue card, meaning or a penalty box. So that if you do a flagrant foul, what'll happen is that you can be sent to the penalty box for 2 minutes, and your team has to play short for a certain amount of time. So just to let you know that could be a possibility. So if you see somebody sitting in the box, that's why. The other thing is just to let you know that overall, what you see is this formation for kids that are usually maybe 10, 11, or under 10. The place that we play will be playing 9 versus 9. So this formation, what you'll see, and you start from the back, not including the goalie here, but this is a 2-4-2, meaning 2 defenders, 4 midfielders, and 2 forwards. We may come across teams that play other formations like this one, that would be, not counting the goalie, a 3-3-2. So they may do that, or they may play like a 3-4-1, where they put somebody up top. It just depends, but I wanted to just give you an idea about the formations. The one thing you have to know, we're doing this a lot because it's easier to sub, because we just got 2 defenders that we can swap out, and we just know who the other 2 defenders would be. Then we spend we've got a lot of midfielders, and we might sub more people in at the outside, which do a lot of running, and same with the center mids. And then you got the forwards that we would sub in and out. So just know that's the way we'll do that. Really, it's a lot about moving up and down the field. We try to stay in our formation. We try to stay in our positions, and that's going to be a big part of why you're playing an indoor too. You want to make sure that we've got a lot of space spreading out the field. The kids are going to get really tired. So as long as they're not trying to run end to end, or this person isn't going to go all the way up and then try to be all the way back here. We want to try to stay in our shape and in our formation. So the forwards are usually just going from here up to there, and then they may not come back any further than, say, here. The midfielders, they do a lot of running. They're up and back all the time. And then the defenders, man, they may not go any further than this or up at this line. So just to give you an idea about that, I wanted to just record this video just to give you a quick update and look forward to seeing everybody out there, and hope you enjoy the indoor season.